Hi you guys. Hi loves, welcome back to another video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Fatima. I am actually wearing hoops, as you could tell. How do you guys think? Oh, my hoop flew. Like I was saying before, my hoop flew away. I am wearing hoops. What do you guys think? How do I look with the hoops on? I used to wear hoops all the time. That was my thing. Hoops were my staple piece, but I don't know, I just stopped wearing them, and here I am back with the hoops. So earlier this year, I believe it was this year, I'm sure it was this year, I started a little series, which I just did one video with it. I named it Cafecito, chismeando, or something like that. So the series is going to be where I drink cafecito y chismearles, anything and everything. I only have one video for that, and that is because I wanted to do a how me and my boyfriend met. But we didn't end up doing that, or I didn't end up doing that, and then it just like faded and I forgot about it. But now, decades later, I am here doing another video for the little series. So for this one, it's not really chismeando, it's more like a girl talk, I would say. I watch a lot of these girl talk videos from different people, and I love them. So I decided to, why not? Yo también hacer uno, you know? So we're just gonna be girl talking, and yeah, so I also do have my cafecito, of course. It's cafecito chismeando. So here's my cafecito. But yes, I have my coffee here. If you are interested in listening to me about girl talk, then just keep on watching. This girl talk, I am just gonna be like blunt, and I'm just gonna say how it is in my words, if that makes any sense. And also, if you guys do end up liking this video and you guys want me to talk about other topics, let me know, please. Okay, so I wanted to talk about periods, self-love, and the S word. I don't know, I want to say it because I hate to be sensitive, and I thought I was sensitive. So the SEX word. Okay, I'm gonna be talking about those. Okay, un poquito de los tres. Okay, so let's just start with the periods. So I'm gonna be telling you my personal like experience and opinions and thoughts about each one of them. Okay, so I first got my period, I believe it was in 5th grade. I was like 10, 11 years old. I think that's the age that you're in 5th grade. I did get my period in 5th grade. I believe it was in the summer from 4th grade going into 5th grade, or just a Saturday when I was in 5th grade. My mom did talk to me about periods, so I was aware of what it was. And she also even put pads in el cajón de su baño. She said that I'm gonna be using those once blood is coming down. So I was aware of what pads were and what period was. I was gonna be having it sooner or later, you know. So how I got it, was I just went to the bathroom, I peed, and there was blood in the toilet. And I was like, oh, here it is, what my mom was telling me about. You guys, when I got out of the toilet, I put toilet paper in my underwear, and then I called my mom and I told her that I bleeded, and then she told me again that she already talked to me about it. I was like, oh, okay, like ya estaba bien. So then I think after I went to pee again, like later in the day, I went back to pee. I still had the toilet paper in my underwear, and then there was no blood in the toilet paper, so I was like, I was confused. It was just like I was spotting in the toilet, and that is how I first got my period. So I did get my period pretty early, because I know people get it like in middle school, 8th grade or so. I got it in 5th grade. Now 6th and 7th grade were the worst years of my period. The worst, you guys. Ever since I got my period, I've always had, I don't have a regular period at all, not even to this day. I feel like having a not normal period is normal. If that makes any sense, because a lot of people don't have normal periods, so I feel like it's a normal, you know what I mean? My poor little 6th grade self was suffering so much, dude. Like, it was bad. So I would bleed a lot, like a lot. A normal period is from like a week the most, you know. That's like a normal period. I would say a week. Bitch, I would have it for like 2 weeks, a week and a half. There was like 2 times that I had my period for almost a month. Almost a freaking month. Not like a whole month. I was like spotting a little bit. No, I was bleeding a lot. That was not normal at all, guys. So there was times that I would get it for like a week, 2 weeks, and then I would miss a month, and then I miss another month, and then the next month I get it, but for like 2 weeks. It was just so unbalanced. A little 6th grader going through all that. Oh my god, I'm gonna start crying, guys. It was probably like at the end of 6th grade maybe. My mom decided to take me to the doctor and like do something about it because it was just like bad. I would always tell my mom that was a lot of blood and like this and that, but I never got cramps. From what I remember, I would never get cramps or anything. And the best option that the doctor had was to give me birth control at like 12, 13 years old. That was the best option that we had. And so my mom said, yes, let's give her birth control. And they gave me birth control. I just wanted the bleeding to stop, guys. And so, yeah, I was taking birth control. So I took it for like 6 months, 7 months, around that time. Less than a year. I honestly don't remember if it did regulated or not. I don't know. No me acuerdo. It was a long time ago. After the 6-7 months, they took it off to see if it regulated my period somehow, but it didn't. It didn't regulate it. No me acuerdo if in 8th grade I had it bad, my period. And so I was off birth control all 8th grade, probably half of 7th, and now in 9th grade, at the end of 2015, in 9th grade, I think I had like a checkup or something on a Thursday or Friday. I had a checkup. And on Saturday morning, they called my mom, the nurse called my mom, saying that something was really low. I think it was my iron. It was really low. Hi guys, sorry to interrupt, but I forgot to mention something that was kind of really important to what I'm talking about here. Grade, middle school-ish years, I had anemia, and I totally forgot to say that. I had anemia, and that was what the nurse was talking about, that my iron was really low because of my anemia. So yeah, I totally forgot to mention that, and I totally forgot about the anemia thing. I don't have it anymore. It's totally out of my system. And at that time I was taking, sorry for my finger, at the time I was taking iron pills to fix it, and so yeah, it was fixed. So yes. And that I was losing a lot of blood. I'm not sure if I was on my period at that time or no matter what, but something was really low. I'm sure it was my iron. But the nurse said that I had to go to the hospital in an emergency. So they did take me to the hospital that Saturday. I don't know, I must have been on my period at that time, because how else would I be losing blood? I'm sure I was on my period then. Because then at the hospital, they me pusieron sangre, a shit ton of blood. When I got out of the hospital, the next day on Sunday, out of the hospital was birth control, guys. For the 2nd time. And I was on birth control from the end of 2015. All the way up to July of 2018. And when I was on birth control, it did regulate it. I would get it every month. The longest, it was like 6 days probably that I would get it for, but it did regulate it completely compared to how I had it. The amount of blood, it was kind of still the same. It helped it a little bit, but it was still a lot of blood I was losing. So I have been off the birth control for like 2 years now. And let me tell you guys, honestly, I suck at telling differences from anything at all. I'm completely sure if there was differences with like me, my personality from when I was in birth control compared to now. But I do know this. The difference I am able to see is that when I was in the birth control, I was a little bit more depressed. A little bit more. I am depressed now. No, but I was a little bit more like down when I was in my birth control. I was a little bit more down. That's like the only difference I could tell. Oh, and also my body, it obviously changed from when I was in birth control to now. I wouldn't be able to tell you guys like the mood swings, because I don't know, I suck at telling differences. That's the only difference I could tell, guys. And I was on the birth control pill, because there's a bunch of birth controls, but I was taking the pill. So yeah, that's the one I was taking. I do be thinking about getting back on birth control, but at the same time, no, because something, I don't know if I want to tell you guys. See, les digo, I'm gonna start crying. But I kind of want to get back on it, but at the same time I don't. So that was my little period story and my Birth control story. I'm not against birth control at all. I was on it for like 2.5 years, 3 years-ish. So I'm not against it at all. I mean, the times that I was on birth control, it was like under my parents. No me dieron opción if I wanted to take it or not, but anyways. But I do think that putting medication in your body is not good. But I mean, it did control my period, for sure. I feel like it did good to me. It did. Oh yeah, now, let me tell you guys about now. So once I got off the birth control for the first like 4 months, I was on balance. The first month that I was off of it, I missed my period. The second month, I got it. The third month, I missed my period. And then the last fourth month, I did get my period. After that, I did regulate. I was getting it every month. But now up to like, I would say the beginning of this year, maybe at the beginning of this year, it has been going up and down again. Oh yeah, especially since the quarantine started. I have heard a lot of girls saying that the quarantine fucked up their period. Well, girl, it fucked up mine too. I think from when the quarantine started, like March-ish, since then, I think I've missed 2 months of my period. But then the third month, I get it, and then it kind of regulates. The amount of blood, it is way freaking less compared to 6th grade. Now, ever since like June, July, I get my period every freaking like 5 to 6 weeks. Normal period is like 4 weeks. Bitch, I get it every 6 weeks. So that is my period story, my birth control story. I don't think I missed anything. I think that's all I was gonna tell you guys about that. Let's move on to a different one. ¿Cuál era el otro? Oh, self-love. Self-love. Now, let me tell you. Everyone is insecure about something. Everyone. Like, the first step into loving yourself is to accept yourself. I hear this everywhere, that the first thing that you have to do to love yourself is to accept yourself. But that is really true. I feel like that's really true. You have to accept yourself first, and then you go and start loving yourself. It's really easy to feel insecure. I feel like during this society, it's really easy to like feel down about yourself. Just go on Instagram and look at pictures of these girls, and then you just feel down. But let me tell you, most of the pictures on Instagram, models, most of them are photoshopped. That is really what happens on Instagram. Instagram, social media in general, it's so toxic, guys. It's really toxic. Me personally, there's times that I don't even get on Instagram, like for real. Like I could really go days, weeks, even maybe months without going on Instagram. Like, I don't know, that I really could do that, guys. You just really have to accept yourself, guys. Accept yourself, because there's no one like you in this world. There's only one you. There's no one like you. There's only one you. And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing, because you're unique. Everyone is unique. I feel like everyone is unique. So there's this quote, I can't think of it, but I'll put it on the screen. Something that you're insecure about, someone else might want that, guys. Like, that's really crazy to think about. Like, something that you're insecure about, someone else might want to be like that, to have that, to be like you. You know what I mean? No sé explicar. I can't put words in sentences. And I really like that quote. I found it not too long ago, and I really, really like it. But yeah, guys, you just have to accept yourself the way you are, because that's who you are. And if there's something that you don't like about yourself, then change it. But change it for yourself. Don't change it for someone else. Me, I've been in that position where I try to change something about myself for someone else. And like, that's just dumb and not good. Even if you want to change something with surgery, go for it. You have the money if you want to, and it's free. And if it's for you, go for it. Why not? Like, I don't know, this world is just so sick. I am not against surgery at all, bitch. I want some surgery too, one day maybe. If it's gonna help your self-esteem and to love yourself, go for it. Go for it, girl. We all have those days where we just feel like shit, and I have those days all the time, every day. You just have to remind yourself every single day that you're worth it, you're beautiful, you got this girl. You could do anything that you want. If no one has told you this, I am here to tell you this. Girl, I see you working hard. You got this. You're strong. You're beautiful. You're doing great. Girl, you're doing great. Keep on going. Keep on pushing. And it's gonna be worth it at the end on whatever you're working on. And it's gonna pay off, okay? You're worth, okay, girls? Okay. So now, let's get on to the last topic. C-E-X. Okay, I don't know how to say the word because YouTube is so sensitive. And si me quita el video, voy a llorar. I've been knowing about that, the nasty, since like 7th grade. I've been knowing about it 7th grade, 6th grade, 7th, 6th, what I middle school. And I'm gonna tell you guys when I lost my BB. Lost it. How do they say it? Popped the cherry. Is that how you say it? Popped the cherry. But when I lost my V card. So when I lost it, I lost it at 17. No, I feel like 17 is not that bad. It's not as bad as like 13. You know, there's like 13-year-olds getting pregnant. So like, I feel like 17 is not too bad. It's like, so when I did lose it, I felt ready. I felt like I was ready to the person. I felt like that was the person to lose it to. I felt comfortable with the person. I did feel comfortable with the person. That's really important. You gotta feel comfortable with the person first of all. You have to be ready. Obviously, if I didn't feel comfortable, I would not have done it. Well, the first time that I did it, I did bleed. I did bleed a little bit. So I'm gonna tell you guys this porque ya estamos aquí en el chisme. So when I first lost it, when my period was coming, I didn't get my period, guys. I did not get my period. And what are the chances of getting pregnant on the first time? You tell me the chances. But I was so scared that I wasn't gonna get my period at all. But then like a couple of days later, maybe you go. But you guys, I was so freaking scared. And at that time, I was still on the birth control. And that was my little story about my first time. Well, for some people, it's really important. Like losing it is really important. It was to me. It was. Feel pressure to do it. Like that's the worst thing. It's not something that's mandatory. You do not have to do that. Oh, I really opened myself up in this video. How I want to be. I want to be open with you guys about anything and everything and be blunt. So I think I'm gonna just wrap up the video here. I'll just be ending the video out here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this different type of video. Cafecito chismeando. Here's my coffee. I'm gonna acabar. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed it filming it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you guys want more of these, give me topics please for like story times, topics of story times that you guys want to hear, and I will for sure do that. This was so fun to film. That's it for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my live if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace out.